Introduction to Photography by Philip Sugar. So, what exactly is photography? Photography is the art of capturing light to create images, allowing us to preserve moments, express creativity, and document the world around us. Through techniques like composition, lighting, and editing, photographers can transform ordinary pictures into powerful visual stories. First, we will explore the techniques, lighting, and composition in photography. The six main genres of photography are landscape, portrait, street, wildlife, macro, and event. Landscape photography showcases natural or urban environments, emphasizing vast scenery, composition, and atmospheric conditions. Portrait photography focuses on capturing people's expressions, emotions, and personalities, often in controlled lighting environments. Street photography is candid and spontaneous, capturing everyday life and human interactions in public spaces. Wildlife photography is dedicated to photographing animals in their natural habitats, often requiring patience and specialized equipment. Macro photography highlights extreme close-ups of tiny subjects like insects, flowers, or textures, revealing details unseen by the naked eye. Finally, event photography covers occasions like weddings, concerts, and sports, requiring fast reflexes to capture dynamic moments. The exposure triangle contains the three main pillars of manual photography, including ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. ISO determines the camera's sensor's sensitivity to light. A low ISO results in a cleaner image with less noise, ideal for bright conditions. A higher ISO makes the sensor more sensitive, useful in low light scenarios, but can introduce grain or digital noise as seen in the image above. Shutter speed controls how long the camera's shutter remains open, affecting motion capture. A fast shutter speed freezes movement, perfect for action shots, while a slower speed allows more light in and creates motion blur, useful for creative effects like light trails or water movement. Aperture regulates how much light enters the lens by adjusting the size of the opening. A wide aperture lets in more light and creates a shallow depth of field, blurring the background for artistic portraits. A narrow aperture lets in less light but keeps more of the scene in focus, ideal for landscapes. The five most important composition techniques photographers use are the rule of thirds, leading lines, framing, symmetry, and negative space. The rule of thirds divides the frame into a 3x3 grid, encouraging placement of key subjects along the intersections to create balanced and visually appealing compositions. Leading lines use natural or structural lines such as roads, fences, and shadows to guide the viewer's eye towards the subject or focal point of the image. Framing incorporates surrounding elements like windows, arches, and foliage to enclose the subject, drawing focus and adding depth to the composition. Symmetry creates balanced, harmonious images by positioning subjects or landscapes so both halves mirror each other, often evoking a sense of order or elegance. Finally, negative space leaves ample empty space around the subject to enhance focus, create mood, and emphasize simplicity or isolation in a composition. Now, let's examine types of lighting used in photography. Diffused light is soft and spread out, reducing harsh shadows for a natural, even effect. On the other hand, while specular light is direct and intense, creating sharp highlights and deep contrast. Choosing between them impacts the mood, depth, and texture of a photograph. Natural light comes from the sun or other environmental sources, creating dynamic lighting conditions that change throughout the day. Artificial light, produced by lamps, LEDs, or flash units, offers consistent and controllable illumination, allowing photographers to shape their images precisely. Choosing between natural and artificial light influences the mood, texture, and depth of a photograph. Now, let's learn about photo editing. Photo editing is one of the most important parts of photography and can really help you achieve the desired visual impact. Cropping a photo adjusts the framing by removing unwanted parts to enhance composition. Editing the brightness and contrast balances light and dark areas for better visibility and depth. Changing the white balance corrects color temperature to make the image appear more natural. Improving the sharpness and clarity of an image enhances the detail for a crisper and more defined look. Using photo editing software helps enhance images by adjusting exposure, refining colors, and improving overall clarity. Exposure correction ensures a balanced brightness and contrast, making details more visible. Color grading adjusts hues and tones to create a specific mood or style essential in professional photography and filmmaking. Retouching removes distractions, smooths skin, or sharpens details to refine the final look. Popular editing software like Adobe Lightroom specializes in color adjustments and exposure control, while Photoshop offers advanced tools for detailed retouching and creative edits. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Remember, keep taking photos, experimenting with techniques, and refining your skills. Every shot you take brings you closer to becoming a true photography master.